Hello and welcome to HBM's Crypto-Corner for Wednesday, September 15th, 2021. We have a few things to talk about, so let's get started. the the only video known of the Tasmanian tiger or the thylacine, video footage of last known thylacine remastered in 4K color. There apparently is no sound to this video. Thought you guys might want to take a look at that. Film colorization experts have remastered footage of the last known surviving Tasmanian tiger. The original footage was shot by Australian zoologist David Flea in 1933 on black and white film. The National Film and Sound Archive scanned the original 35mm black and white negative into 4K, and then colorization experts in France mashed the color through drawings, sketches, and paintings, as well as pelts held in museum collections. So I thought you guys might want to take a look at that. Nick Redfern asks, is it possible that the Wendigo and Bigfoot are one and the same? Now, the Wendigo is a dangerous man-eating killer. According to the legend of the Wendigo, it was once a lost hunter who was driven to cannibalism by intense hunger. After eating another human's flesh, he transformed into a crazed man-beast, roaming the forest in search of more people to eat. Now, descriptions of the Wendigo usually look like this, or something like this. Now, Bigfoot, on the other hand, are different. Bigfoot look different. Now, the Wendigo may be more dangerous, but as far as deaths at the hands of Bigfoot, those are rare. Deaths at the hands of Wendigo may be more prolific. I would think that you would hear more about hostile Bigfoot than you would about Wendigo. Thomas Steenberg said once that there is no credible report of anybody being killed by a Sasquatch, but we have thousands of individuals go missing in the woods every year. And that these individuals, if they were to run it across a hostile one of these things, they would tend to disappear. So I generally think that Sasquatch are more benevolent than, let's say, the Wendigo would be. Unless you run across a hostile one that's had a bad day, as it were. I'm referring to the Sasquatch, not the Wendigo. Wendigo are more man-eaters anyway. Sasquatch are not known to be man-eaters. Man terrorized by 8-foot Bigfoot that threw telephone pole-sized trees at house. Man has recalled the story of a terrifying 24-hour-long encounter with a Bigfoot monster where he claimed he felt like he was being hunted by a giant black shape late at night. Coming home from work late one night, he explained he saw a huge figure jumping out of a bin and scrambling up a hill, pulling over 3 nice trees as it was going up the hill. It didn't take more than 2 seconds for me to say, well, that ain't no bear. When something is twice the size of a bear, you almost know it immediately, he said, speaking on the Forest Floor podcast. Later on that night, Travis said he went out on his porch for a cigarette before he was threatened again by the beast. He remembered, while I was out there, there were at least 3 or 4 trees, and I mean full-size trees, coming crashing down onto the apartment building. It sounded like when you're outside in a thunderstorm. It was obvious that these were telephone pole-sized trees coming down onto the building. Huh. So could this event have happened? It's entirely possible. But how did the other residents of the apartment complex feel about it? That's my question. And why have we not heard from them? And did they see the same thing this guy did? That's the only red flag I would say that comes up with this report. Finally, we have a passing to report on. Prolific author Michael Newton, 69, passes away. Well known for his cryptos. So RIP, Michael. Hope you find your answers that you've been looking for. By the way, I want to recommend the new documentary, Skinwalker, Howl of the Rougarou, from Small Town Monsters. You can get it at smalltownmonsters.com, or you can stream it on Amazon. It's great, by the way. And that's going to do it for this week. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. I'll continue to do this as long as you guys want me to. And hey, until next week, y'all be good or be good at. This is HBMs.